In 2024, I started researching early spiritualist fashion for my ghost tour interpretation and for my own amusement. This would be for the mid-19th century and a little bit later, so 1850s and a little bit later than that. Mary Roach's glorious book, Spook, mentions the clothing of mediums and spiritualists mostly in relationship to how they hid the tools of their profession in their clothes. Hair pockets, false heels and shoes, false coat linings, and the like. I am not a fashion historian, but I spoke with some fashion historians that I know, and the general consensus is that spiritualists dressed, like most people, as fashionably as they could in their everyday lives. This area of New York was especially rich with people associated with spiritualism from all walks of life. Most famously, those include the Fox sisters and the Lily Dale community. Many early spiritualists in the United States were Quakers. Luckily, anyone interested in interpreting this era should be able to find a wealth of material about Quaker dress in the period. Even though it is from a slightly earlier time period than the time I'm talking about right now, the Workwoman's Guide has some reliable shapes for Society of Friends attire, and for those not in the know, that's what Quakers call themselves. Some good references also include a particular 1901 book on Quaker dress, which I will link to in the show notes, and Chief John Ross's second wife, which I will also link to in the comments below. The greenhouse I appear to be slightly haunting in these clips is the Hyde House. It was built in 1870 in Friendship, New York. A lot more information about it is available on the Genesee Country Village Museum website. But the reason I'm showing it to you today is because, not just because you can still visit this beautiful and beautifully preserved home at the Genesee Country Village and Museum in the Gaslight District, but also to let you know that there's a connection with spiritualism in this particular house because Erastus Hyde and his wife Julia were spiritualists. Hyde also later became a homeopathic physician. Julia was an accomplished musician and music teacher. So yeah, just a little history behind the history of this really beautiful home.
Ask a question. Do you like being here? Yes. Oh, okay, we're done.